Patient horrified at what their leaked operation video shows surgeons doing with body wide open. Looks like a group of surgeons are in hot water after what they were caught doing on camera during an operation with the body wide open. If you thought they were cracking jokes about the patient, then you're not correct. Although I'm sure that happens too, but this involved some physical action on the part of one of the surgical team. The medical team was watching a soccer game during the procedure and they began cheering and celebrating when Chile's goalie made a staggering save against Portugal during a penalty kick. You must admit, some people love their soccer and will watch it anywhere. If you've ever seen the movie Green Street Hooligans, then you know what I'm talking about with the soccer fans outside of America. They don't play around when it comes to their beloved football, so this comes as no shock when doctors are watching the game and during a procedure. Lots of uptight people are mad, but it's not like they were kicking around a ball during the procedure and bouncing it off the patient's head. Considering there was a camera in the room and the doctors still watched the game during the procedure, that means it's probably completely normal and maybe people are overreacting. I'm sure if a scalpel was left in a patient, and this is probably why that sometimes happens, then people will have a good reason to complain. But if the patient is fine, then what's the big deal? What do other people do at their jobs? Talk on the phone, play Candy Crush, read, watch TV. I suppose changing a tire while Jerry Springer is on in the background isn't as big of a deal as doing organ transplants while reading articles from Freedom Daily out loud, so I can see where people get upset. Maybe society holds surgeons to a high standard because they're working on us and we depend on them to be as flawless as possible. But think of it like this, it's a job like any other job, except it might be a little more important than many, but the doctors and nurses work like other people do at their jobs, just normal people doing a job. A team of surgeons have been ticked off for celebrating a penalty save for Chile against Portugal mid-operation after the game went down to a knife-edge shootout. Chile's last-minute win against Cristiano Ronaldo's Portugal turned out to be just what the doctors ordered, as this remarkable video from the operating theater proves. The surgeons are seen celebrating one of goalkeeper Claudio Bravo's saves while an unconscious patient goes under the knife. Imagine what they did when their team scored. Goal! The Confederations Cup video clip has caused uproar in South American media, with members of the medical community blasting the surgeons as irresponsible. I can see where they get that impression from. I want to know one thing, how is the patient? Who are they? Did their procedure go as planned or was it messed up from the momentary cheer? What happens if a doctor sneezes during an operation? Is that any better or worse? Bravo's heroics between the sticks and the celebrating surgeons made the lead item on Chilean news. Bravo, dubbed a hero for his penalty-saving exploits, saved 3 of Portugal's spot kicks as Chile knocked out the Euro 2016 winners to secure their place in the final in Russia. And although their achievement has been greeted with a great deal of optimism among Chilean football fans, the doctors could be for the job. Did anyone notice that the original article writer went way deeper into the results of the soccer match than they needed to? That's because they love their soccer over there. It's not a huge sport in America like our football and baseball, and obvious secret love for women's beach volleyball, but it's big overseas.